It is time. It is trove time once again. I kind of don't want to do this honestly, just because of the dungeons. They kind of suck. Cause eggs. Actually, I'm not. Wait, let me. Oh, I posted this in my Discord, and for some reason, it still says it's Breath of the Wild, even though it is. Even though it's literally called so many eggs. I'm not sure what's up with that. First again, Joe, did they add golden eggs? I don't actually know if they did add the golden eggs. Apparently they didn't. But that could be people just not finding them. Honestly, these egg dungeons aren't as bad. It's just you have to do them manually. You can't actually bomb into them, which is kind of annoying. I guess it is good because they are they are relatively short, you know, like you just go up. Can I bomb this? Yeah, I can't, unfortunately, but yeah, you just go up 2 stairs or like whatever, and you're pretty much at the boss. It's not as bad. It's just if I wasn't using Dino Tamer, I would actually be able to like I'd be able to just, let me see, be able to do this and just bomb my way in. Because they still haven't fixed it where you can use dragons to bomb in. They fixed the, well, not fixed, they made it so bombs can't do it. But this one, apparently fair game. What do I use for streaming? I just use Streamlabs. Some people keep recommending me to go back to OBS, like normal OBS. But I don't really see a reason to, honestly. Oh, actually, I'm not using the right stuff. Let me see. Go back to the... Oh, wait. Not Flux. Luck Beast. Super magical. Oh, I just realized that I have Death Defying on. I was in Delves, that's why I had Death Defying. And I have another one of these allies. Can you sell this? Yeah, I have my UI mods off, so that's why that looks like that. Okay, cannot be traded. Hopefully it can be loot collected into something. I pressed Q game, but okay. It's like the first time I've actually died in a long time. Luck Beast is just magic find. It's not like combat stats. It's basically 300 magic find if you have patron. The problem with it is I am losing movement speed. I think I'm losing like what, 20 movement speed by using this, but I honestly don't care. Like my damage output and speed is a little bit lower, but it's, I think it's like what, 20 lower, like 20 speed lower, which is a lot, I guess, but it's like I'm already fast enough as it is. Like I can pretty much get what, 200 plus movement speed. So it doesn't really matter that much, because like my magic find right now is, as you can see, 13. Okay, it would be 13.2, but I died, so gotta get that back. Man, I wish they would have an entrance on each side of the egg, not just a specific one, because then stuff like this happens and it's like, okay, devs. I just don't understand it, honestly. Like, I don't understand why they give us bombs and then they make dungeons that you literally cannot bomb. Literally, the newer dungeons in the game that they added, they made it so you can't bomb them. Like the newer 5-star dungeons, you can't bomb. Unless you go to like the very corners, then you can bomb it, but it's like, what's the point? I mean, yeah, you still use bombs for like mining, but it's like, who even mines anymore? You just buy it. Did the thing reset? Like, do I have my tomes back? Okay, I don't. But I still have tomes to do. I will do all the tomes. Probably not, actually. Because I don't know if I feel like doing all that. So how are you guys doing on this lovely day? Whatever day it is. I don't even know what day it is. I forgot. Let me actually quickly see something. There we go. You are bored. I'm not surprised. I mean, it is Trove after all. Kind of sad, honestly, because obviously, you know, the channel is more well known for Trove, but even Trove is barely getting me any views anymore, so it's like I'm literally having to start from square one. And by that, I mean like just, you know, just making videos in general. I would say, like, I would use the 2 views from the stream as like a point, but I mean the stream is literally titled "So Many Eggs," and there's no indication that it's a troll stream. If I changed the title of the stream, I'm pretty sure people would actually come to the stream. Probably should be doing delves, actually. I was going to do delves just because the dungeons are like this and it's not really fun to do this. But I don't really care for delves that much either. So I do not really know. I don't think I can actually change the title of the stream though while I'm streaming. You can do that on Twitch, I think, can't you? I don't think you can do it on YouTube. I mean, these dungeons are just mainly dumb just because you can't bomb into them. If you could bomb into them normally, then it would be fine. It would actually kind of be better than the other dungeons. The other thing that's bad is that, as you can see, there's not that many dungeons. Like, normally I would see like literally 5 dungeons by now. Like, for some reason, they just, like, axed the amount of total dungeons that spawn. So even if I could bomb into it, I'm not making nearly as much flux as I do normally. Just because those egg dungeons don't have, like, the 2 ranged enemies that are normally there. The 5 stars and 3 stars do, because obviously they're not changed. Honestly, I don't know why they made every single 1-star an egg. Because I don't think it's like this on normal adventure worlds. Or am I wrong? Because I only do topside. Well, I mean, no, it is right. Because for some reason, like, I couldn't find egg dungeons, like, at all when I was just in the normal worlds. I mean, I could, but it's like, I had to actually look for them. Maybe because it's like end game, so they wanted to make every single dungeon an egg. Like, I don't understand. I would like to believe it's a bug, but this has been a thing since last year and they haven't fixed it. Oh, come on, really? It's gotta spawn me up there. Oh, I really do need my mods back. Yep, this is why we have mods, guys. Like, this is gonna suck when Trove comes to Switch. That, in general, just needs to be taken care of. Like, you need to be able to just mark it so you can loot collect crystals automatically in Stellar. Like, there's no reason not to. Let me go ahead. I think I just disabled the mods. Yeah, like all these. Just enable that. I'm pretty sure these conflict with certain things. Doesn't it? Let me see. I think one of these, like, puts in the thing, right? Let me see. Do I have any of these other things disabled? Because if I enable this, then it's gonna... You know what? Let's just, I don't know. Like, I'm just gonna disable all this, right? And then see if I can put the enhanced UI back on. Enhanced UI is the one that makes the loot collector, like, good again, right? I think that comes, like, bundled. Good night, Joe. Good night. I mean, yeah, normal dungeons are a thing, obviously. It's just not in topside. They're all eggs. Like, literally every single dungeon is an egg. Like, every 1-star is an egg. If they're gonna do this, like I said, just please put an entrance on each side. Like, there's literally no reason for there not to be. It's just design nitpicking at this point. I can't wait till they have, like, an update where they literally just make the dungeons unbombable. Like, they just say, no, bombs no longer work on dungeons, and then everyone quits. I would literally just, no. They literally cannot do that, because that's been a thing in the game for years. For them to just axe a feature like that, nobody would like that at all. Everyone would actually quit. People quit when they made spikes different. Like, spikes used to bounce you, and they don't do that anymore. So people actually quit because of it. Like, dude, people quit for, like, the tiniest reasons. Well, new dungeons, at least you can still bomb through them, because for some reason the devs are like big boy idiots, and they don't make the entire dungeon not bombable. It's like literally just a single brown layer. I don't really care about the whole concept of, like, going up only to be teleported back down. You know, it's like, what's the point? Just have the... I mean, I guess there has to be a dungeon, but it's like... Some egg dungeons, the boss is just at the tippy top, and other times it's just at the bottom. I like eggs too, dude. Eggs make the world go round. I honestly can't wait to see Trove on the Switch, because if anything, why is this just a giant chunk that's not loaded? Whatever, but like, oh, I'm stuck in the chunk. No. Okay, just a relog, I guess. I don't know why that's there. But the funny thing about Trove on Switch is that it's probably going to be the most polished version of the game, like even more so than PC. Oh, that's why. Okay. I guess it just wanted me to avoid that dungeon. It's funny because Trove on Switch would need to be like remade. Because from my knowledge, you can't just simply put the PC version or console version of Trove on the Switch because it's like it's mobile. But if they did put it on Switch, that would basically mean that any mobile phone it could play Switch also. You know, assuming that it's strong enough. So that'd be cool. Yes. I can't wait for the draw distance to like... Dude, Trove on Switch is going to come out and it's going to be like... The draw distance is going to be like this. I bet the draw distance will just look like this. I would not be surprised. You can't see like anything. Look at this, dude. What is this? You literally have to rely on the map. That's how it's gonna be. Obviously, we don't know when it's gonna come out. I'm assuming it's actually gonna be a thing. But like, whether or not it's gonna come out this year, like, is it gonna come out in the summer? Is it gonna come out like, you know, winter? Is it gonna be a 2022 thing? Kind of weird that they would wait this long to put it on Switch. You know, because it's been on PS4 and Xbox for years. But they never decided to put it on Switch until now for some reason. You just go to the barbershop and just make it no head. That used to be a Revenant only thing, but now you can do that with literally every class. You used to have to use a glitch to do this. And you had to do that glitch for like years until they finally made it an official thing. Oh yeah, you do need the Revenant unlocked before you can access that, I guess. Wait a minute, so if they just go down... Oh god dang it. I was going to say, if they just go down, can you bomb it? But apparently they thought ahead. You can't even bomb the sides. I get it, I guess. You know, they wanted to show off their hard work. They didn't want people to just, you know, go to the boss. Because that's what everyone does. I would imagine you have to have the Revenant unlocked. Maybe not. I have no idea. Yeah, but I'm a Downtown main. I can't do that. Dude, who doesn't main Downtamer for, like, dungeon farming? It's just no-brainer because Ninja, bad. Okay, let me see. Is this the... Wait, there's somebody else here? Who else is in this world? Oh, I think it's the person who joined me. God dang it, it's not the right mod. I thought this mod also did that. I think I have the mod somewhere. Wait. Let me go back to my thing. It should be here. But I think it's in the... let's see, includes... Yeah, so like this one has the enhanced UI, so... Let me just disable that, and then put this. And then let me just restart the game. Because I know one of the mods has it. It's probably that one. Let me see. Okay, it is. Good. Nope, that's not mine. Does this go down? It goes up. God dang it. I hate this one so much because you pretty much just have to bomb down. Like, you have to use so many bombs to get down. I don't know if there's gold eggs, which is kind of stupid, honestly. Because those gold eggs are literally the reason why I don't have the cyan name anymore. I don't know why they wouldn't have brought them back. It's like they weren't easy to find. You know, they were still really rare. Apparently, people said they're not here, but again, that could probably just be because people haven't actually found them yet. But I know people who grinded so many of those golden eggs because there was a text chat that basically called out when there was a golden egg, so people would just do that. So people had like 10 plus gold eggs and they got every single ally. I got a single gold egg last year and it was a dupe. That was actually so frustrating. More so because I only have 2 rare allies and there's like what, 10? And it had to be a dupe. Man, I was waiting specifically for this event because I wanted to grind the gold eggs. Because my, like on the leaderboard, I'm not even eligible for cyan name. Just because, for some reason, the rare allies from Geode give you like literally dragon mastery. Like 250 Geode mastery and like 50 normal mastery. And it's like, why? Because I have the majority of everything else in tops or on Geode. Like, I think my modules are all level 10. I have a lot of this stuff. Joe. Yes, that is me. Yeah, dude, I know, right? Imagine being Joe. That's actually a fate worse than death, honestly. I just realized I made a thumbnail for this stream and I just used my default smiley face. I totally forgot that I made a thumbnail for it. Oh well. Imagine being Stratos. No. That's not happening. I should just like stream Skyward Sword, you know, just like say screw this, cause screw this game. I should literally just stop playing until the Switch version comes out. Like there's pretty much no reason for me to even play. I like do Skyward Sword in literally one sitting. And it'll be amazing. I mean, people still spend money on the game. Gamigo is also like a big company, you know, like they buy like many games. Like they have the money. It's just for some reason, even though they fully acknowledge that Trove is one of their most popular multiplayer games, they refuse to allocate a proper dev team to it. Which makes no sense, unless they're trying to. But even then, they've owned this game for over a year now, and you're telling me they can't get like a proper team? I mean, I guess COVID's not helping, but it's like, come on, dude. That was like, when you bought the game, that COVID wasn't even a thing yet, so it's like you can't even use that as an excuse. Well, Tron went bankrupt because for some stupid reason they thought it was a good idea to invest into Defiance 2050. Which was not the answer. Because I'm pretty sure even the smooth brains at Tryon Worlds could have looked at their statistics and like clearly saw that Trove was their most popular game. There haven't even been any updates, honestly. That's when, like, honestly, like, the thing that pisses me off so much is that they keep on making delve content. Like, dude, delves are dead. They died, like, on arrival. Nobody does delves. They're so stupid. Like, dude, when they opened PTS just for delves, like, I actually kind of got, like, a little triggered. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh my god, guys, there's like something cool and new to test. Did I skip a boss somewhere? I clearly did, but where is it? Oh, it's right here. Dude, I've said this so many times, but it's like, If Delves did not have C4, like Crystal 4, and if they did not migrate Titan Lunar Souls there would literally be no reason to do Delves. The only real reason you do it is for like the tiny amounts of mastery, which you only do if you are a mastery farmer. I'd rather them see them like overhaul Bomber Royale or like just PvP in general before we see Delve content. I would rather them do Geo Caves than Delves. No, my issue with Delves is that they're not actually hard. They're stupidly artificially hard. Like, it's not challenge. When you're sitting there getting one shot by things you can't do anything against, that's not challenge. That's just, whoa, we can't do anything to the player, so I guess we have to one shot them. Seriously, the combat in this game just needs a giant overhaul, honestly. Because, like, look at this. I almost have 600k health. Look at this. I'm gonna get hit once. Look at how much health I'm draining. Like, literally a common enemy just did hundreds of thousands of damage to me. Like, you're telling me that's like normal? What kind of MMO are you sitting here with like hundreds of thousands of health? See, Bomber was actually fun, but the bots came away, like the bots came and just destroyed it. I know, but it's like the same thing with how they have to nerf us. Like, dude, light, like, you know, the whole light thing. It's like, dude, that's not just because they wanted to add a gimmick. That's so because they had to nerf us, because we're literally doing max damage numbers. Like, if they didn't add light, we would immediately be one-shotting stuff, because they cannot allocate enough health to enemies and stuff. It's stupid. Where are you? Like, I don't think anyone wants to be working towards damage only for the game to literally nerf you because that's all they can do. Like, all light does is just make it so you get your damage back. That's all it is. Like, for how much light you have, you get a percentage of your actual damage. The stream literally has turned into a stupid rant stream, but I don't care. Can this 5-star literally cease to exist, please? Dude, this game needs serious overhauls on many things. But are they going to do it? Most likely not. That's the thing, dude. It's like, they know that this is their biggest MMO, but because they know that, they're too scared to change it because they don't want to ruin it and, you know, just have everyone quit because they did something bad that they can't fix. But the game is already so broken, you may as well. Like, there's no point not to. You're not gaining anyone. The only people who are still around are the people who have literally played since day one. Like, I've played since 2015. And yes, there are people with more mastery than me, but that's because they actively go for it. I stopped actively going for mastery like a very long time ago. Tamer bug? You mean the one where you're just on your alt? Because that's just the server lag. Like, if you're in a server or if you're in a world on your own, that bug literally never happens to you. It's literally just the server. I think it's just because the team is so small, they can't do anything. I think most of the people on their team are just mod managers, you know, like they're not actually developing the game. There's probably like less than 5 people developing this game. I don't understand why all of the good games have to be made by these like irrelevant companies that nobody knows about. Like, I had no idea who the hell Tryon Worlds even was before I even saw a glimpse of this game. Like, you never see AAA companies making these kinds of games. Like, they just don't do it. What's the rarest draft from this event? I honestly don't know because I have not farmed this event since I did the quest. I kind of just stopped because I honestly could not care less. Please die, dude. Why are you taking like so many hits? Dude, it's sad because all the devs that they did let stay just left. Like, Fasty is gone. Well, everyone they did like keep, they weren't actually developers. They were just community managers. And it's like, why? Because the big people who were actually developing this game were like Dope Sheet and Twixler. I think, what was it, Junebug? Like, there's other people, I'm forgetting their names, but it's like, those were the actual devs and like people doing stuff, and those were the guys they let go. It's like, why? This game probably would have so much more stuff if Try never went bankrupt. I actually wonder what this game would have been like. The funny thing is, there's actually a class called the Bard that I'm pretty sure the old dev team was creating before they got let go. And we actually saw a costume for the Bard. Like, we saw it in the menu. Obviously, it wasn't meant to be showed to the public or anything. Couldn't have been, because I'm pretty sure they like immediately just removed it. Like, that Bard class is never going to see the light of day. You know, that was a class that was probably supposed to come out well over a year ago, and it didn't. I think the old dev team actually said they originally wanted like 26 characters in this game. That's like, what, 10 more than we have right now? Or something? I don't even know how many are actually in the game. Probably more or less. I have no idea. My god, I hate this dungeon so much. Please add the waypoint mod to consoles. If you're gonna add any mod to consoles, just add the waypoint mod and the UI mod. That's literally all we need. And then everything will be A-O good. I mean, dude, when your YouTube channel is known for a game that's this dead and all you do is do the exact same repetitive grinding, and for some reason it's the only thing that people are interested in, even though you've made significantly more interesting videos, kind of gets on you a little bit, you know? I've been doing this for a couple years now because the devs haven't really added anything worthwhile to actually do. I don't know why I'm seeing green smoke sometimes. I don't think that's supposed to be there, but whatever. I would say I feel bad because I have like nearly 10k subs, but I can get like what, barely 100 views a video. But then I remind myself that people like Scythe exist where they have like what, 200k subs and they barely have 1k viewers, which 1k is still significantly more than I get. But still. Well, that's what happens when you base your game around, or base your channel around a dead game. I mean, don't get me wrong, back then, Trove was actually, like, popular. You know, some of Scythe's videos got, like, well over 100k views. But ever since Shrine went bankrupt, it's basically gone down. I miss the old days when Shadow was the best tier. I don't think anybody remembers, but back in the day, upgrading, like putting pearls and stuff on your gear was significantly different and was RNG. Because you used to use eyes and tentacles, but it was like you would roll once or you could roll 50 times and the game would give you the best roll out of those 50. And it was random, like, well, it wasn't pearls back then, it was asterisks. So you could roll and then your gear could have like 2 asterisks on one stat, you know, 1 on the other, and then like 2 on the next. And then you could re-roll it. And then the asterisks would be completely different, like in different spots. And obviously you wanted 2 asterisks on each stat. And if you got 2 asterisks on each stat, then that was basically something worth, you know, celebrating for. That's how it was back in the day. If you want to know the best feeling back in the day, in my opinion, like, well, not feeling, but like the best memory that I have is just seeing somebody on Pemblock. Because like when you see someone on Pemblock, like when you first start, like back in the day, like 2015, and then you're like, oh, I want that Pemblock, and then you finally get a Pemblock drop from a dungeon, because Pemblocks were like stupidly rare from dungeons. But then you would take that Pemblock and you would make Pember, which is like the fire one, which, look at this. Okay, let me see. Is it actually Pember? Like with a B, or just, yeah, wait. Yeah, the Pember. Because look at this, like it actually has like a unique fire jump, because back then the devs actually gave custom VFX to the jumps. Because I don't think any mount does stuff like this anymore. And that's why, you know, like you just see someone doing this and it looked so cool. Like just somebody riding like this fire corgi. But now it's like you don't get that feeling with literally anything else anymore. And it's kind of sad. Because there's a lot of eggs, dude. I did so many eggs. Let's see, like, eggs ahoy. Mantle of Power actually gave this game, you know, life. Like, before Mantle of Power, this game was literally nothing. Technically, max level was 42 before Mantle of Power, because gear actually contributed towards your level. So if you had, like, Shadow Gear, your level was, like, 42. And I remember that. Gonda can be good sometimes, like, if I need to jump really high, I just get on Gonda. But other than that, you know, obviously I'm on Down Tamer, so I can't really use Gonda anyway. I would never understand the struggles of actually obtaining Gonda, because I was given Gonda like a couple of years ago by a friend. Like he just like gave it to me. I eventually did unbox a Gonda like earlier last year, I think. And the funny thing is, if he never gave me Gonda, that would have been my first time ever getting Gonda. Just so many things in this game need to be overhauled. It's annoying how many things need an overhaul. Well, yeah, Gonda is like a thing that you go for last. There's no point to get Gonda as like your first thing, because that's just like unrealistic. Honestly, when Sithis gave me the Gonda, dude, I literally pressed Q. What the heck? Like, why is it doing this? Just another example where like a bunny just throws a stupid egg at me and I literally take like hundreds of thousands of damage. Like, okay, game, that makes a lot of sense. Imagine other MMOs where like you literally just got struck with an egg and just die. Like, look at that. Like, it's just like, why? Why does it have to be like this? Like, I know Scythe tries to stay positive, but it's stupidly hard to stay positive about this game when you played it for so long. Like, literally, there's just no hope, dude. I'm pretty sure even people in the Trove Source Discord, like, dude, hope is just gone. I mean, I guess in some sense, Scythe is like almost obligated to say good things, like to stay positive rather, because like this is his full-time job, and obviously Scythe is, or Trove is Scythe's biggest thing, right? So if Scythe dies, then he can no longer make a full-time living on YouTube, and that's a fact, unless he finds something else, which I kind of doubt it. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about that in Delves too, where some of the abilities are complete BS. And it just shows me that the devs literally have no idea how the game works. Like, why is there a player debuff that literally takes your flasks away? Death Defying is literally, and I mean quite literally, the game's life system. You cannot tell me otherwise. When you are in Delves, it is your life system. Everything in the higher tiers of Delves, like depth, like U10 depth, like 115, everything just one hits you. But then they also have like the stupid buffs to enemies where they can't take damage like from 4 blocks away, and it's like, okay, ranged classes, I guess you're useless now. Which, the funny thing is, the strongest characters in the game are, funnily enough, ranged characters, so haha. Are you going to die? Like, what the heck? I literally was shooting for like a couple seconds. The thing is, like, it's hard for the wrong reasons. Like, it's artificial. Like, it's not actual challenge. It's artificial challenge. If that makes any sense. It's not like you can do, like, fancy dodges or, like, fancy moves to avoid the damage. No, you get hit. What looks like I'm dead. It looks like I just lost a single charge of my Death Defying. Could you imagine if Death Defying just did not exist whatsoever in this video game, dude? I wouldn't even know. Delves would definitely, like, no, you just wouldn't do it. I love how there's no dungeons here, devs. I don't know why you would do this. At least 5 stars still spawn. The recent change to darkness. Oh, didn't they also make it so delves are actually limited, which is honestly hilarious because the point of delves originally was that they were infinite and you were supposed to see how far you could go as a team. But apparently they actually limited it to like a certain depth. Which, if you go to the contest leaderboards, you probably can actually see it. Like that everyone's on one depth. At least someone told me that there's a delve cap. I wouldn't be surprised if there is. Oh my god, dude, I don't know why this dungeon, this 5-star is like the most common dungeon, and I'm pretty sure the devs, they did it on purpose. Because they knew everyone hates this 5-star, so they literally made it the most common one. Honestly, purple name kind of never meant nothing to me, and before you guys say, well Joe, you never had purple name, I've actually had purple name for a month in a row. Like a couple years ago, because I was in a group, so I do know how purple name is, and honestly it's nothing special. If anything, it turns a lot of people into jerks, because I remember the people in the run, they didn't have purple name, dude. They were actually friendly. They got purple name, they started acting like they owned the game. Like, it was annoying, honestly. I mean, the delve cap is probably high. I honestly wouldn't even know. Just the decisions the devs make are just... Some of them are really stupid and just show that they have no idea how people play their game or how you have to play the game. Are there really nothing? Like, is there nothing on the top floor? Oh, and then apparently there was one on the top floor, wasn't there? Because I see a red thing. And it's like right here, isn't it? Nope. Is it, wait, how did I miss this one? I literally passed it. I don't really get what, like, why they would even add a delve cap, because if multiple people hit it, then how do you assign the purple name? Unless if you hit that cap, you just get purple names, so there's like significantly more purple names in the game. I don't know. Play Trove Pirate Captain, you showed me how classes will always be good in the end game. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like every class, oh thank you by the way, but every class can do U10 no issue. It's just that some classes are significantly faster, like movement speed wise, than others. That's why they're not quote unquote viable, you know? Because when people say class isn't viable, it's not that they're not strong, it's that they don't, you know, they don't keep up, like movement speed wise. Because somebody would say, why would I use, like, you know, like, why would I use, I don't know, Knight as opposed to Downward Tamer, when even though they're both really strong, and I think Knight actually does more damage per hit, but why would I use Knight when Downward Tamer can achieve, like, look at this, like, what's our movement speed? Like, 222. Knight can't do that. I just can't wait for when they do finally add a new class and they're gonna make it like way stronger than Ice Age and Gunslinger, because if they know that if they want people to play it, it has to be the best class in the game. Hey look, Rainbow Egg. Goodbye, Rainbow Egg. Oh my god, I just went the wrong way. Why, guys? Why can't this game be better? Like, why can't it? No, they'll just release the Bard, right? Like, they'll just be like, haha, Bard time. Dude, they're gonna release the Bard and literally give it a Venti skin. I kid you not, they will do that. I don't want to do that dungeon either, because screw everything. Technically, this game still is in beta, if you think about it. like, it's like, you know, they acknowledge that the game is like the most successful, or like one of the most successful multiplayer games, but like, you know, they won't do anything with it because they're like, oh, it'll stay popular, we don't have to update it, like it'll just remain popular. And it's like, that's not how games work. You have to keep on updating it or else it won't be relevant. And Trove has definitely been losing its relevance, like, very quickly. Do you guys understand how triggering it is when you wait an entire year for a PTS update, only for it to be Delves related? That is like, actually, I don't know, it's like, it's so triggering for me. It's like overly triggering, way more triggering than it should be, but for some reason, I think it's just because I don't like Delves at all. So it's like, it's just even more infuriating for me. I don't know why YouTube got that message, but okay. I know no one likes Delves. Dude, like I said, if Delves did not have C4, like C4 gear, and if they didn't make it so tight in Lunasouls or in Delves, nobody would play it. Changed my mind. Nobody would play it. The only people who would play it are the diehard mastery farmers. Dude, like, I'm not doing Delves for multiple hours to get, like, literally a memento that gives me, like, what, 10 mastery? Like, no. Like, it's not even fun to grind. Like, that's the thing. If it was at least fun to grind, then that's one thing, but it just gets tedious so quickly. I just get sad when people return back to the game from like 2 years and they're like, okay guys, what's new? And I literally tell them that there's like barely anything that's new. And guess what they do? They literally just quit again. They just go away. They're like, oh, that sucks. Goodbye. The most triggering thing of all is how they consider the update a major update. I kid you not, I am pretty sure they consider the update a major update. A changing of the hub is apparently a major update. That's what the game has been reduced to. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it's cool, the hub looks way better than it did years ago, but it's like, for that to be considered a major update? Like, props to the devs for making it look cool like that, but eh. I think the problem is they do want to work on this game, but the engine and the coding is so horrendous that they literally cannot figure out how to do anything. Cause dude, this game was made on like very outdated engines, you know, encoding. Apparently they tried in the past hiring somebody. This is back when Try and Worlds owned the game. They tried to hire someone to fix the code. And I don't know if that, like, obviously that never happened, but it's just funny just to think of it. Where's Trove 2, dude? The day that Gamigo just suddenly like comes out with Trove 2. and it's actually good, which they're not. They're not. This is just wishful thinking. Don't take any of this seriously, because that's no. Then that would be like the best day of my life. Yeah, but I know, but if you think about it, in a lot of other games, you know, it's tedious programming and stuff to like make the modeling for the hubs and all that. Like the geometry is a lot harder to do in most games. But in this game, the devs literally go to the hub and like, what are we gonna do here? Yeah, let's just place a block here, here, you know, it's just placing blocks, you know, they don't have to go into a program to do this stuff. When you got a voxel-based game, you can kind of just do that. Honestly, in my opinion, years ago, they should have just taken the best builders in the game and just had them make hubs. I don't know why they didn't, honestly. Like, better late than never, I guess, but it still sucks that it takes this long for stuff to happen. I've been ranting for too long. How long have I been streaming? I have no idea, dude. I don't think it even matters anymore. If Trove one day does become like spectacular, then I will gladly take back what I said and like formally apologize to like anyone that I've said bad stuff to. I don't even know. But until that day happens, I have no idea. Oh guys, did you know that originally, you know, back in the day when you had like the U1 portal and the U2 portal and all that you had to actually go into? Back in the day, they actually were going to make it so you had to use keys to go into those portals. You couldn't just press E on it and go. Like, you actually had to use a key. But this is like very, very old stuff that people found in the game's code that was never used. So thank God they never used it. See, the thing about Hytale is I really, really want Hytale to be a good game, and it probably will, but it's taking so long to come out, and people are just losing interest. Because I'm pretty sure Hytale was supposed to have a beta in 2020, and it just didn't. Who knows, maybe they'll have like a beta in the summer. That would actually be cool, but it's like, you know what? They're not. They probably won't. Because I am the pessimistic gamer. Yeah, you had to find shadow towers. I remember doing that a long time ago, dude. Like in Adventure Worlds, you had to find like these structures and they would have an ST portal in them. And then you have to use a key. And that's how you did it. That was so long ago. I remember doing that. I'm pretty sure I remember inviting Scythe to one of those so we could do a shadow tower together. Dude, that just reminds me so long ago when we would, well, not when we, but it's like I don't know, like, just it just makes me think of Scythe's old content, to be honest. Like the games he would play with his brother, you know, like all that. Back when people thought me and Scythe were brothers, that was like some of the funniest stuff. I think the thing that I miss the most about the old dev team is they did streams every single Friday, and there would actually be like over 1,000 people on those streams. Like there was a lot of people on the streams. And it was like such a good time. I'm still kind of mad that I won a chaos coin code and the devs gave it to me. It was already used. And the devs refused to give me another one. Even though I literally gave them all the proof in the world that I'm not the one who used the code. But okay. Back then, chaos coins were like super rare, dude. Like you would think that they were double checked to make sure those codes weren't used. Honestly, dude, I tried to do new series just to get that feeling that I did when I played this game originally. You can't replicate that feeling. For me, I can't do it. Like, it's not a replicatable yes, word. I don't even know if that's a word. But it's not that you can't replicate it. This stream has just been me ranting. I'm probably going to like end the stream soon. Probably play like more relevant games that nobody will care about, like just stream it. Oh, me and Scythe and someone else actually, we finished Mario 3D World. Like we actually just played it together. We didn't record it, but we played through the entire game because why not? And it was fun. I was thinking of doing a series in that game because I tried making a series in that game a couple of years ago, but my capture card kind of like died every time I tried to play it, so I just canceled it and I haven't played it since. I was thinking of doing that and then Bowser's Fury because I haven't touched Bowser's Fury yet. I kind of want to like save that until I eventually do something on that. I think I'll do a stream on that one though because apparently Bowser's Fury is only like 3 to 4 hours, which I can just do that in a stream. But 3D World is honestly not too long. I'll probably just won't 100% it, honestly. I don't normally 100% games that I play anyway. I kind of just like do start to finish. Dude, I still remember the first hat. Why did that enemy just... Okay. But I still remember the first hat that Scythe ever gave me. I know what style it was too. I don't know what it's called. Like, can I just like search squid? I can find it. I know what style it was. It has to be like somewhere up here. Like if I just scroll for a bit. It was like a... I think it was like no, it was a shadow one. But let me see. I just want to see if I can find it. I don't know what category it's even in. But I used to have it, but I think recently I had to like loot it. I think I accidentally looted it recently. This is what it was. And I know this is the style that it was because I remember seeing this squid and I thought it looked stupid and that's why I liked it. And then I wore this for like a long time because look at it. Squid. It just looks so dumb. Let's see. I guess you can just wait. That's it. Troglodyte. Okay. We troglodytes now. I'm just gonna like in roleplay. My character is the little squid. Yeah, I've just been playing this game for years. Like, dude, it was so good back then because it was just about discovering stuff, right? But obviously you can't rediscover something. You can't just make a new account and just discover it again. Because back then there was no marketplace. You had to go to trade chat. And I remember the very first thing that I like bought was robotic salvage for the green neon wings, because I remember I was with a friend and I was going for those wings because like I said, the marketplace wasn't a thing, so you had to like manually craft these. You had to buy the resources. And I would use a glim. Like I would sell stuff like, well, I would buy stuff with a glim because back then people traded glim a lot. So I would go to Cursed Vale, I would run through the grass, because when you ran through grass, you got like a lot of glim. Dude, Scythe even has a video on it. It's like, I think it has like Gerudo music or something like that, like Gerudo Valley music in the background. And it's just like, basically we're just lawnmowers getting grass. And that was what we did. Because it was a lot easier than getting flux, because you have to remember, dude, back in the day, when you had like 5,000 flux, you were rich, dude. You were like a rich boy back then. Because you did not get that much flux. Dude, I remember when there was a glitch where for some reason stuff just got deleted in your personal chest. I had like, I think 1.5 stacks of flux got deleted. I sent in a ticket and I was like so adamant on getting that flux back. And I did get it back and I was happy when I did. Because that was like so much flux back in the day, dude. That was way too much flux. Like, it was so valuable. Hello, person. I'm just gonna call you person. Because I didn't even read the name. I just looked at the chat and I saw hey. Oh, yes, the Eggman himself has joined the chat. You literally just saw egg in the title and you're like, well, I gotta join this stream. Joe, Lunar-san. Yes, that is me. Yes. Pretty much. How much flux do I have? Like I got 601k flux since I started streaming. Not sure how long I've been streaming for, but I can also sell stuff. Like, how much is Celestial down? 186k. Will anyone even buy that? All this Nitro, 85k. Cupcakes, 100k. Wood, 14k. Sunlight bulbs, that's 12k. I'm just seeing stuff. Like 7k eyes, that's 18k. All these stellars, 13k, that's worth like nothing. That's kind of worth something. Like, I have a lot of stuff I can sell. Where am I? I have glacial shards, and I think they're like really expensive. Unless I sold them. Here they are. Oh no, wait, it only goes to... Wait, did glacial shard prices like dip? They used to be like so much more. This used to be like well over 100K. Jeez, this went down like a lot. Pretty sure like a couple of weeks ago that was like a 200K value. I'm so bored at the stream. Can we do stuff on B-Sim? B. I don't even know what I'm gonna do, dude. I still don't know if I like whether or not I want to stick to YouTube or Twitch, because Twitch is so much better for me. Like the statistics are way more accurate. I can very, very easily see stuff. Like the moderation and stuff is, in my opinion, is just way better on Twitch. But I'm just sitting here jumping between them, like, you know, it's so weird. Because I did a Fall Guys stream on YouTube. I got like no viewers, but when I was on Twitch, I actually had like a few people. Just like to give an example. It's not always how it's going to be, but I'm just saying. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like, dude, I love streaming. Streaming is very relaxing and chill. And nobody really looks for streamers on YouTube, right? Like, if your favorite channel is streaming on YouTube, then yeah, you look for it. But you're not out looking for streams on YouTube. That's a Twitch thing. And there's actually better categories. Like if you're looking for a specific category, you know, you can look for it. I think you can do that on YouTube, but it's like way more difficult to do that. Plus, for some reason, YouTube like literally re-encodes the video a couple times, which is why my stream looks like crap. But on Twitch, it looks significantly better because I don't think they actually, like, they don't render it or re-encode it, I mean, like multiple times like YouTube does. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Good luck trying to find a live stream on YouTube. I'll probably just end up streaming. Like, see, the thing is, the other benefit about streaming on Twitch, this is like a Discord thing, but Discord actually shows me when I'm streaming, so people can look at my icon in Discord and be like, whoa, this guy is streaming, let's go check him out. It does that for YouTube, but it's like so buggy. It's actually consistent with Twitch. Like, it's not integrated properly with YouTube. And I know everyone's gonna tell you, stream on the platform where your audience is. And it's like, honestly, I don't even know anymore, because it's like, it's not even like I have an audience, right? I have one when it's Trove, I guess. But it's like anything else, it's like, I basically have next to 0 subs. Sub count just don't correlate to the actual viewers, like not even close. Like, I did my Breath of the Wild stream on YouTube, like the first part. I'll probably do the second part on Twitch. Which, for those of you who don't know, my Twitch name is just NintenJoe Gamer. I don't know if you can change your Twitch name. I think you can, but I think NintenJoe is taken. So, I'm just NintenJoe Gamer. Like, that's my old YouTube name. How do you build the Dino Tamer? Damage. Basically, it's like the exact same thing about every other class, like in terms of gems, right? So, you're just... I can show you my gems like in a little bit. It's basically the exact same as like every other character in the game. The only difference is your gear. It's literally it. Because like, if you go to the gems, As you can see, crit hit, crit damage, magic damage, you know, it's literally the same thing. You want your, you get 3 boosts, right? You want your first, well, you want 1 boost in the magic damage, 2 in the crit damage, or vice versa. There's a way to do it, like there's a way to be optimal about it, but like some of my gems have 2 boosts magic damage, 1 boost critical damage, and then some gems are the other way around. But like I said, if you want to be like very picky about it, I'm pretty sure there are lists somewhere. But in the long run, it doesn't give you that much of a damage boost. You know, like you're not going to be one-shotting like delve enemies just because you got the optimal things, right? But my gear is just, you know, second speed movement. This one is attack speed just because I use this on Pyro Captain, and obviously it's just better. Actually, I don't think it really matters, but yeah, we have movement speed, magic find. Normally, instead of magic find, you would use crit damage, but since I like my magic find, I just keep that. And then attack speed, because you need to attack super quick. Well, I mean, you still need damage. It's still like the same thing, right? Because obviously you put movement speed on like every character, you know, there's kind of no reason not to. But I'm not going to be sitting here and I'm not going to say that my gear is the most optimal setup, because it's not. And people are going to be like at my throat constantly for spreading misinformation or whatever they want to say. Because, dude, I've never looked up a guide. You know, I just do what I do and it works for me. So if it works for me, then it'll work for you. Like, it doesn't really matter. This game is not complex in the slightest. And that's what most people don't seem to realize. Like, yeah, like, it kind of looks like it's complex on the surface, but dude, this game literally has no depth. Like, it's just so simple. It's not like Path of Exile that has, like, I don't even want to think of that. Yeah, like I said, the only thing that really changes is your gear, and it's not by that much. Like, it really isn't. But yeah, anyway, I think I'm just gonna... Well, yeah, there's not enough new content like at all, but I'm just gonna stop here because I've been streaming for enough, and literally all I've been doing is ranting, which nobody cares about. So, anyway, we're gonna stop right here because I am hungry, like I always am, because I'm an American, and as you may know, Americans are like always hungry because we're fat or something. You saw egg in the title, you joined, correct. almost 5 a.m. Yeah, dude, for me, it's like almost 10 p.m. Dude, time zones are so dumb. I swear, dude. Because everybody will just tell me, Joe, why are you streaming at like, 3 in the morning? And it's like, well, it's like significantly earlier for me, you know? It's still the afternoon for me when they say that. But yeah, see you guys later. And I'll see you next time. Whenever that is. I have no idea anymore.